morning, friends, followers, my subscribers, my army of Chevrites and cultists. Yeah, thank you very much for joining me this morning. This morning's little bit of news. It's Friday, and it's the 12th of July. In Northern Ireland, where I'm from, there'll be massive celebrations today as the loyalist type Protestant side of the community will celebrate going back as far as the revolution in 1688, but they really celebrate what's happening with the fact that King William of Orange, succeeded in the Battle of Boyne, where he beat the Catholic king, King James II, at the Battle of Boyne, and they celebrate it today. King William of Orange it was, yes, known as King Billy. So they'll be celebrating today. There might be counter protests. It happens every year. Yeah. And they have bonfires, and at the top of the bonfires, usually, do you know the wooden crates? Usually about 5,000 of them all turned in and made up to. And at the top of the bonfire, believe it or not, now I'm not saying it's politically correct, but it's what they do. They normally put either, some people used to think it was Guy Fawkes. They put the Pope. Sometimes they put the Pope at the top of the fire. No idea why they do that. Some bonfires do, some bonfires don't. I don't get involved. I don't care. As a young lad growing up, I remember about where I lived. I lived in number 4 Gleneagles Walk in Ballymena Estate, and next door to me was the gable end of the house, number 2. And there was a little field beside us. Now the field was probably about, truthfully, from my front door, less than 50 metres away. And they had a bonfire there every year. And sometimes it was so hot that you had to bring in the clothes off the clothesline. You had to do, it was ridiculous. They put it out a couple of times. The fire service put it out a couple of times. Anyway, it's the 12th of July. It's also today at 11 a.m. I will be on, I will be having a chat today with individuals to come to an end of, I shouldn't really discuss it. I've got a long chat today with my solicitor. I can tell you that now. A few hours. Am I looking forward to it? I suppose I am. It closes the end of a chapter, so let's get it done. Right. Got an itchy nose now. Don't know what that means. You're going to be in a fight or someone's talking about you. It's something like that. Anyway, listen. If you haven't already seen the news, go and have a look. Now, it wasn't that long ago. President Trump and President Biden did a live TV debate. The world got to see that President Biden is not well. In fact, he struggles to get a thought out. Well, he's heading this NATO summit in Washington, and he made 2 gaffes. He is on stage. He introduced President Zelensky and called him, now I'm going to hand over to President Putin. And then he walked away and he went, oh, sorry, I didn't, Putin's in my head. It's just because I want to beat him real bad. And then he walked away. And then, not that long after that, he did another talk where he said, you know what? I wouldn't have picked President Trump as my vice president if I didn't think she could do a good job. I mean, come on, people. Come on. The world is watching. You've got a guy who's completely incompetent at even putting thoughts together. I mean, wow. There we go. And you know what? At this stage, I think a child would do a better job than Biden. At least they can think rationally. It's terrible to watch the demise of a guy who was probably once a fantastic leader, but he's just went right downhill medically, and he needs taken out of the race, doesn't he? Wow. Well, Prince William, the Prince of Wales, Prince William, our future king. Well, he's now vowed, he's given up loads of his own estate to build homes on it, affordable homes, and to build, well, he's not going to sell them. He's going to get rough sleepers off the streets. He wants to end homelessness. He's ploughed millions of his own money into it. Plus, he's got investors and wealthy investors investing into this project. He's doing a fantastic job. I am totally stunned at how it's coming together. And people used to say, oh, well, why doesn't he use up some of his own land? He is. He's given up lots of his estate so rough sleepers can have somewhere to sleep. Fantastic. What a fantastic future our royal family has, eh? Unbelievable. And if you didn't already know, yep, the grifter, Harold, has accepted the Pat Tillman Award. He took it on stage, and then he gave this little speech about how he was accepting it on behalf of the service community, and how he vowed to leave no service person behind. Well, that's a lie. That's a lie. You turned your back. You turned your back on Queen and country, King and country, and the veterans in the UK. Now, I want to point this out. If you are a celebrity, or should I say royalty, and you can achieve things, you can get things done, and you turn your back on people, that's not helping. And regardless what people think, doing a video every year for children is not helping. It doesn't help the veterans community. It puts a smile on children's faces. Oh yeah, it puts a smile on people's faces, but you aren't actually adding value to the veterans community. You're not. It's quite sad, isn't it? Yeah. He vows to leave no one behind. But at the same time, in my opinion, he's filtering money through the Archwell Foundation into companies to get rid of his critics on social media. That's not helping, is it? But that's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. Yeah. Or that's what she's doing. That's what they're doing. I'll point that out. Right. And there's a story today in the media in the UK which is doesn't sit well with me, but I will explain it. The old Veterans Minister and veteran, Johnny Mercer, who was an MP, who's not an MP now, has been given 2 weeks by a High Court judge. You have 2 weeks to file. You have 2 weeks to find your moral compass, or you're going to jail. Yes, you're going to jail. Because Johnny Mercer stated a while ago that members of the Special Air Service had confided in him, a whistleblower, and said that special forces, while working in Afghanistan, did carry out murder. Now, it's not good. It doesn't look great. But if someone's going to confide, if someone in the special forces is going to come and whistleblow and tell you that this has happened and give you the names, then you're covering up a murder. Regardless if it's morally wrong or morally right, I understand that in the heat of battle in Afghanistan, when you're out to try and stop evil people and you find them, things happen on the battlefield. But if you do kill innocent people, I'm going to take away the word innocent because they're not innocent. If you murder people in war, then you should go to jail. I don't think that's just my opinion. I think that's probably the opinion of most of us. It's just shocking that he mentioned that before, that people had confided in him, but then wouldn't give out the names. And the Special Air Service, should I say the UK Special Forces, should be held at the highest standards. And it just demeans the job of the guys in the future, isn't it? They won't get certain jobs if this is the type of actions that people think they can do and get away with. Rogue soldiers would call them. I've spoken to several guys that worked in Hereford, and yeah, everyone agrees. If Johnny knows a name, hand the name in. Hand the names in. You can't have murderers going around thinking they can get away with things just because they're special forces. So hopefully this gets fixed. Hopefully he doesn't go to jail, Mr. Mercer. And people need to be held to account. No one's above the law. However, there is a wee prince that thinks he is. But anyway, there we go. Well. Anyway, listen, thanks for supporting me in my videos. Thanks for sticking with me. I do appreciate it. Have a wonderful day, people. My son's away today with the school, actually. It's the end of term. He came home yesterday with his school shirt covered in pen. He drew an England badge here, 3 lions here. I'm like, but Dad, you know, I don't have to wear them. Tomorrow's non-uniform. I know. Okay, stick it in the bin. Stick it in the bin. Yeah. So this morning I made him a packed lunch. Yes, made him a packed lunch with a little box with the an ice pack in there to keep the sandwiches cool. I give him fresh fruit, chocolate, bottle of flavoured water. All you know what it's like. Anyway, listen, thanks for all the lovely messages. I do appreciate it. Thanks for sticking with my channel. That means a lot. We are growing again, which is a little bit strange. And we'll see where it leads to. Please keep leaving your reviews on Amazon. And have a fantastic weekend. Take care.